I've been learning how to paint and having experiences of painting my memories.
Pictures about our memories when we were young.
Some memories are personal things, and sometimes we want to draw them to remind us of the happy days that we used to have.
It's really about your earliest memory.
And someone else picks up our drawing and continuing it, like community art.
We use the building of Stockwell Studios as a springboard for earliest memories linked to the maternity hospital, and we started to think about birth and early years, and it got us thinking about memories.
The history of the building, at the turn of the century, it was Clapham Maternity Hospital, started by Annie McCall, and the hospital lasted for about 40 years through the Second World War, and then the building got forgotten about, and then artists moved in sort of late 70s and has since been an artist studios.
We've also titled this artwork Inside Out, and Inside Out was bringing our building inside out into a public art gallery, but also this aspect of turning ourselves inside out, our inner world onto the outer canvas.
So we worked with the two most local schools to Stockwell Studios, which was Larkhall and Alan Edwards.
That's right. So, as I said, Julie and Ellie, and we're from a company called Art4Space. This is us. Ellie and I have had this company for 10 years, and we have been producing artwork with the people. It's not our artwork, it's everybody's artwork, and we put it onto the streets, into schools, into housing estates. Just really vibrant, colourful artwork on the streets. Outside of Stockwell Studios is this great long wall, and it's empty. And that's when Ellie and I thought, right, we're going to get some more artwork up there. Inside out, what do I mean when I'm going like this? My inside feelings out, what could that be about? We start by generating ideas, brainstorming what memories mean, and then we'll get them to draw.
Have a think of when you were little.
Another thing that you're going to be doing this morning is printing your sentence into the brick. It then turns into this, and then it will be mounted on the wall.
My earliest memory is when I went to the park and had my first ever go on the swings. I think we should be able to get that in.
Everybody's earliest memory might be different. You might remember 6 months old. Your first memory might be when you were 3 years old. So it really is different for everybody, and there's no right or wrongs, yeah? So, memories, your very first memories.
Like my memory, doing sightseeing around Westminster, Trafalgar Square and Piccadilly Circus. It's about when I got my dress for my first passport, and that was my earliest memory.
My memory was when I was 4 years old and I won 3 medals for my football team.
My first memory was when I went to a theme park, and because I was only little, I was on a duck ride.
My memory was when I went to my auntie's wedding and I was the flower girl.
My picture was of when I fell on a spiky plant and I got hurt bad.
When I was little, I used to go to Australia and I used to see some monkeys. And Daddy used to see some crocodiles.
These drawings are then transferred to the wooden boards, and later the groups paint them and turn them into the artwork ready for the wall.
So your first job, you'll see that all the pictures are out. We've brought them all out for you. So your first job is to choose which picture you want to paint.
Do this one.
The choo-choo train.
Do that one, that one. Do that one, that one.
Grab an apron.
So let's get some colours.
It's not, if you think about it, it's not a solid thing, is it? in there. That's a good choice because when you put those two colours next to each other, they stand out next to each other, which is good. You've chosen that.
Thin. What you could do is you could mix all the colours together and see what colour it makes.
Do you know what colour it would make?
Kind of make a kind of green.
Brown colour. If you mix all the colours as a spectrum, it always turns into a kind of muddy brown colour.
The pictures are gonna get painted and then when they're finished they'll be all colourful. I think it's a fun fair and everyone's enjoying themselves.
Dragon. My uncle was in a war, he died, and then he was in the hospital and he gave this picture to my granddad to give to me.
The actual making sessions are a mixture of targeted groups, which is working with the two local schools that were involved with the designing, and open access where anyone can come and get involved.
I'm just finishing it off. The drawing was 70s colours. I love. Yeah, they're brilliant. Same process.
I'm painting a drawing of an 82-year-old lady, which is a sunset and someone walking into the sunset. Yeah, the whole point of it is that one painting doesn't belong to one person, but it's like all the community is working on the memories.
I've been finishing a painting started by somebody yesterday when I wasn't here. And the painting is based on a drawing made by a little girl called Blessing. It's her first memory, so it's a picture of 3 girls rope skipping.
And it was this boy who has a memory of visiting London when he was 3. But just so that you know the background of where your drawings are from. Good.
Well, it's quite a personal thing, isn't it, you know? Man's best friend and all that, you know, dog. So I had some really good times with her. I travelled around Britain on the festival scene with her. I kind of wanted to paint a picture of her as a sort of memory of the happier times, you know?
This old lady, yeah, now she drawed when she was younger, her and my brother playing with her daughter.
I think it was a good day. Now when I came here, I feel good painting here.
All my friends smiling and having fun together.
I think the place, that kind of like free space, that they could just draw and paint without being in a classroom.
They've liked the freedom of the project. We've not sort of controlled colours or how they do it.
This project is really fun, it's really exciting.
So it's fantastic and I would want to come here again.
I think it's brilliant because it just brings the kind of community together and people are just dropping in from the street and finishing off somebody's paintings. Maybe later today somebody will finish off my work and yeah, it's great.
It's definitely worth to come to see the building, and the garden is beautiful. And yeah, it's just good to have some hours not to think about anything, just to paint like we used to be children.
This is a very busy walkway as well, and we know hundreds of people will pass this mural every day. So to have this public art gallery on the streets, it's something for the children and all those participants that have been involved to be really proud of.
Look at here, look at here.
That's what I draw, that's what my friend. Some of it is about their memories, some of it is about imagination.
Fine, Sylvia. Here we go. Memory is going to school in Jamaica.
Ah, yes. It's good of you to find it. Thank you. Yes. I decided to do the memory of my school days in Jamaica. It was good. You have to be there on time. If you weren't in time, you get a bashing.
Well, we've been installing over the past couple of days, and yeah, I mean, it's all been really positive. It's a lot of foot traffic. It's a cut through to a few different areas, so a lot of people do pass it.
It's quite good. It's quite good. Really attractive.
This is very pleasant to pass by and look at. Yeah, beautiful.
People used to walk by and just look at a blue wall. Now they can see pictures and what kids done.
I think it's great. It gives the kids something to come round and see and get involved in.
I think it's a wonderful thing and it should be done in more places than just here.
Great effort, yeah. Great effort. Really worthwhile. Yeah.